Hello, everyone. So today it's a good day. Sorry, don't mind my son. He decides to sleep on my body today. All right, so I'm going to be talking about something very important. And if you are seeing this right now, it means that you are in for a great tip that could save your relationship. All right, so I'm going to be talking about one thing that destroys your relationship. So there may be many things that are affecting your relationship and many things that have the capacity to really pull your relationship down. But one particular one I want to talk about, which is becoming really cancerous to relationships in this present day, in this present time, in this our world and in the Gen Z age and Gen Alpha and all of that, is drum rolls, please. All right, so I'm going to be talking about how your phone actually destroys your relationship. Now, I noticed that in this generation, we are so fond of scrolling. We're always scrolling here and scrolling there, always checking up on the latest trend, always trying to see what is trending, what is not trending, what's the latest news, and what's the latest update. And I realized that it's beginning to reduce our attention span for physical communication, um, physical relationship, physical interaction. Okay, so you see people can spend hours on their phone, but it's so difficult to sit and listen to another person speak. Sorry, it's so difficult to sit and listen to another person speak face to face. Like it's just a whole lot for a whole lot of us right now, and it's affecting relationships between parents and their kids, between husband and wife, between boyfriend and girlfriend, whatever form of relationship, it's beginning to affect that. Even team members who work in the same organization are beginning to struggle to communicate face to face because of the use of phones and gadgets. So it's beginning to become a menace. Actually, you're talking with someone and then you can't hold their attention. They don't understand, like they don't have stamina anymore. We're beginning to lose stamina for listening, for communication, for heart to heart interactions. So it makes that the should I call it the line in relationship is becoming so thin, like it's becoming so thin. The lifeline of relationships, it's now very thin and very short, such that there is no stamina anymore. So you see relationships falling through every single crack because of this particular thing that I'm talking about. So if you are that person who you enjoy scrolling, you just keep scrolling and you're just on your phone and you're scrolling and scrolling, please, you need to take this very seriously. You need to take this very seriously. Another thing that's always been on your phone does is it reduces your understanding of non-verbal cues. Now, in communication, we have verbal cues and then we have non-verbal cues. So when you are always on your phone, when you're always on your gadgets, you cannot understand um, non-verbal cues. So you're in the house with your spouse and then they are upset about something and you don't even know they're upset. They are trying to throw tantrums, silent tantrums. Of course, ladies, we know how we do that, and even guys too. We know how you throw silent tantrums. You're not coming out playing. You're not shouting, but you're just trying to give non-verbal cues to let your partner know that you are upset, and they don't even know. They are not aware. They are not. They're just on their phone, and then they're talking with you like nothing happened. It's not because they are ignoring you, it's that they don't even know. They have lost track of how to read non-verbal cues. So if you don't come out playing, if you don't get all nasty, if you don't get all verbal, all antagonistic, or if you don't come out like, "Ah, yeah, I'm angry," and all of that, they just may not know that you were upset. And sometimes you may be upset because of their phone. Maybe you were speaking with them and then they just take up their phone and then they are fiddling through and scrolling, and then they are losing track of what you are saying. They're not paying attention to you, and then you are like, okay, I'm not even doing this. What's the meaning of this? And you're just, fact, I'm not even doing this, and then you move out. Guess what? They did still notice. Why? Because phones have captured our attention and made us lose track of non-verbal cues, non-verbal communications that our partners. And then the funny thing about this is when people don't give you um when people don't understand non-verbal cues from their partners, it reduces the bond in relationship. Now, what happens is that the person begins to feel like you are emotionally unavailable for them. So they see you as unreliable emotionally. They can't rely on you emotionally. They can't um, count on you emotionally. They can't trust that you would stay with them. They can't trust that you have the capacity to handle your their emotional, buhaha, whatever it is. So when you feel emotionally down, sorry, let me check this right here. I'm seeing an error message. Um, okay, I don't know what this message means, but anyways, let's just go right in. So where was I? Where was I? Where was I? So when you are not understanding verbal cues anymore, when you're not picking up on non-verbal cues in your relationship, it makes that you are your partner just feels like you are emotionally unavailable. They just feel like they can't rely on you emotionally, and that's not a good place to be in when you are um when you are in a relationship. When your partner begins to feel like they can't rely on you emotionally, what happens is that they stop talking to you when they need your emotional assistance. So when they're emotionally down or needy or something happens and they just need emotional support, they don't come to you because you don't even have the capacity anymore to give them emotional support. Heck, you can't even pay attention to them. How can you now give them that emotional support? So it's very important that we begin to watch it. You begin to watch it like it's imminent. It's terrible. You need to pay attention to people, to humans. If you're fond of always paying attention to see, whatever you give focus to, you are investing into. So most of you, the latest trends, the latest updates, but you don't know the update on your wife. You don't know the latest trend with your husband. You don't know what is going on with your girlfriend. You don't know what is happening. You don't know what's up with your boyfriend, but you know what's up on social media. It's terrible. So until something happens, in fact, a lot of people see things about their spouses or their partners on social media before they see it in real life, before they even know what is going on. In real life, sometimes your partner has been trying to communicate something to you, but you're not picking it up because you're not paying attention. And nobody likes to feel like they're forcing something on you. Nobody feels like they're trying to force you to pay attention to them. Everybody wants someone who is taken by them. Everybody wants someone who pays attention to them, who can give them their attention. A lot of you, especially guys, this is directed to guys a lot. Especially guys, a lot of you throw money at the problem. Okay, you just your spouse, your wife, or your girlfriend is telling you, oh, I'm experiencing cramps, I'm just down, and you're like, okay, let me just send you some money, you could take care of yourself. That does not solve it. That is, in fact, that is being emotionally unavailable. So while you can send money as just to cheer her up, you should engage her emotion. Oh, how are you feeling? Oh, tell me, what do you feel? Does it hurt? Does it this? Have you eaten anything? What does it affect your appetite? Oh, engage. I'm gonna say this again. Engage, really engage with your partner, really engage with their emotions, really engage with what they are going through. It will help you build empathy, it will help you build emotional intelligence. So a lot of you are walking around in relationship without adequate emotional intelligence because you don't even know how to pay attention to the little things around you. How can you have emotional intelligence? Because for you to have emotional intelligence, you have to first be aware. You have to have emotional awareness. Some of you don't even know what is going on with you. You don't know when you have changed. You don't know when your preferences have changed. You don't even know when something on social media is beginning to affect your emotions. You don't know when something is going wrong or right with you, because you're not even paying attention to yourself. It's affecting your relationship with God, it's affecting your relationship with yourself, and then it's affecting your relationship with every other person around you, whether a romantic relationship or a platonic, purely platonic relationship. Your friends feel like you are emotionally unavailable because rather than picking up your phone to call your friend and keep in touch and um, really connect with them, know what's going on with them, you'd rather just pick up your phone and go to their feed, not understanding that social media is a facade. For social media is an illusion. So you can somebody can be online either on picture or video, and you don't know what is going on behind the scene. You have no clue. I could come up here and talk about how sweet my husband is, how wonderful my family is, how put together we are, and then behind the scenes we are doing throwing punches, and then we are in fact always cursing at each other, and then it's a hell hole in my home. Okay, so you don't really know what is going on in my home. No matter what I come here to say, you will never really get to know what is going on in my home. So it's really high time that we excuse me, it's high time that we begin to understand what social media really is. Okay, so I understand that social media is good. You can get a lot of information like you're getting right now from social media. But please and please, you need to focus on the actual life, the actual relationships around you. Whenever you pick up your phone, remember that friend you need to call. Remember that sister, that brother. Remember that you need to check on someone. So you are a man or you're a woman, you're married, you go out in the morning and you don't even reach out to your spouse throughout the whole day. It's not because you're a bad person. It's not because you don't even love that person. What is going on is that you picked up your phone and then you got lost in your phone for several hours. Then you go to work, you go into your schedule for the day, you go into it, and then you pick up your phone again and you get lost. And what happens is that you keep losing track of time. So many times you even pick up your phone to call someone, and then you just see somebody's feed, just say, oh, let me just check the status. And then from there, you have lost. What's it on social media. So it's important. It's really important for us to take this seriously. You need to have a timeout with your phone every day. Have a time that you must stop pressing your phone, no matter what. Your phone pressers, you the phone pressers, chief of phone pressers, stop pressing it. So, for instance, by 10 o'clock now, that's my curfew. I'm not going to press my phone from 10 o'clock. You could do something like that. That's really great. Or you could say, oh, once I get home with my family, once I get home to my family, I must give at least 2 hours to my family away with the phone. Okay. So I watched a funny video on this page. I think it's Family of Eight. And it was Family of Eight or Family of 10. I don't remember, but I really enjoyed their videos. And then I saw one they did recently. The mom was taking their phones before she gave them food. So she had all their plates of food right out on the table, and then they were in a line coming to collect their phones. Even her husband, she seized his phone before she gave him food. And I was really impressed. And I'm like, I think I'm going to implement this strategy. Everybody is going to hand over their phones to me before we eat. So we're going to keep the phone somewhere so that we can have family time, bonding time. These days, kids are on their phones, parents are on their phones, everybody's on their phones, and nobody's having real connection. Nobody's talking to each other. Nobody's saying, how was your day? Oh, I remember you said you wanted to do this that day. How did it go? Have you done it? What's the deadline? What's it like? Oh, how was studies today? And all of that. Having real connection. Sometimes you say, how are you? How are you doing, my love? How was your day today? You have picked your phone and then you are scrolling. That's what she said. Okay. You're scrolling. So you're not really paying attention. And if you are like me, or if that person is like me, I'll just zone out of the conversation because I I can't be speaking with you and you are not even answering me. I will not be wasting my saliva. So it's not a good thing. Okay, so please, when you wake up in the morning, have time to meditate. It will help your relationship with God. It will help your relationship with yourself, and then it will help you evaluate all that is going on between you and those around you. So have that time in the morning where you don't press your phone. Have that time in the morning where you don't pick up your phone at all. Maybe if you pick up your phone, maybe to check the time or anything really, 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 really important. But have that limit your screen time, limit your interaction with your phone. Let the people around you, the real actual humans around you, be the ones having all of your time. I hope you've gotten value. Let me know in the comment section when you get to see this what your what your experiences have been on this issue, and then how you intend to become better about it. Okay, so my baby is awake. I'll see you guys in another video.